Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just got back from a long road trip, a little over 3,000 miles. In total, I went out to Idaho to hunt mule deer. That was a lot of fun. I got a nice buck. The video's up on the channel now for you guys to see. But along the way, I and the guy that was traveling along with me stopped at several spots along the way that had reloading supplies. And I am going to show you my little haul for today. Now this bag is from the Meat Eater store in Bozeman. That's one of the places we stopped, but reloading supplies is not one of the things we got there. The first place we stopped was in Grand Island, Nebraska, which you guys know as the home of Hornady Manufacturing. We stopped in there just to check to see if they had a visitor center or a shop where they sold factory seconds or anything or whatever. They didn't, but they directed us to a pawn shop in town that did sell their factory seconds. And that is the first thing I got here. So I have got a box of factory seconds in the 7mm 150 grain CX bullet. I have a regular box of these to try out, so I was glad to get another 50 of these that we can maybe start load development with and season the barrel with before I get into the other box. So that'll be a nice thing to have for the 280 Ackley. Oh, and that was 30 bucks for a box of 50. So definitely a little bit off of factory price. The other box of factory seconds I bought from there, and the one I'm a little more excited about, this is a box of 90 grain CX bullets in 6.5mm, 264 diameter. And these I'm going to be shooting in the 6.5 Grendel. I'm really looking forward to making up a load for that and maybe trying to get a really spicy load in that 20-inch 6.5 Grendel Howa Mini for deer killing. We'll see how that does. I only have 50 of them, but we should be able to get a decent load worked up in those 50. The other bullet I bought there was a 50 pack, and I didn't realize they came in 50 packs, but this is the 130 grain Sierra tipped Game King, the Game Changer bullet. And I only have a couple of these left from the previous box. I had a good load going with Varget out of the 22-inch TC Compass, but I needed a few more bullets of these. One of my brothers is coming down for rifle season, and he needs to borrow a rifle. And that TC Compass is definitely up there on the list of options for him to borrow, but I need more ammo for it. So I got this pack of bullets for that. It was 22 bucks for a 50 pack, which is not terrible. It's the going price, but glad to find a box of those that I didn't have to pay shipping on. The last thing I bought at that store was a pound of Ramshot tack for 40 bucks. No super good deal there, but I wanted to have a pound of tack to be able to try things out on, and it actually might be a good powder for the Grendel with that 90 grain CX. We'll find out about that. During the week, while we were in Idaho, we went up to a Murdoch's, kind of a farm and home type chain up there in the west, and I just browsed over their component bullets and looked for the little red tags on the shelf where they were clearing things out. For some reason, they had one box left of the 120 grain CX bullet. And this is not factory seconds, a brand new box. This 120 grain CX, if there would have been more boxes there, I would have bought them. $17.66. They were blowing it out for clearance for some reason. I don't know why. This is going to get a load workup done in 6.5 Creedmoor. I could do Grendel with it, but I've got the 90 grain CX for the Grendel. And this weight class in a monolithic bullet is definitely better suited for 6.5 Creedmoor. On the way back, we stopped at a Shields in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I bought a 10-pound box of corncob tumbling media. Nothing exciting there, but I needed to restock on it, and I didn't want to pay the inflated prices online because it's got to be shipped. So I've got some new tumbling media, and they had Trail Boss. This is probably the thing I was most excited to find. I've wanted to buy a can of this for a while. I didn't jump on it when it was plentiful because I didn't really have a use for it. Well, there's been a few things come up along the way that I could have had a use for Trail Boss and I didn't have any, so I'm glad to have this 9-ounce can. It was, I think, $35 or something like that. Scheels was running a 10% off sale on all their component bullets and powders and primers, I think. They also had bricks of large rifle and large rifle magnum primers. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not picking up one of those, but I've got plenty right now and didn't want to spend the, I think, 85 or 90 bucks that those bricks were going for. But I got the canister of Trail Boss, and I don't have any projects lined up for this right now, but I wanted to have that on hand. And that is it for my little components haul for this trip. I've got reloading, besides for the tack and the Trail Boss, the powders actually, I've got reloading projects lined up for each of these bullets that I'm excited to get to, and there will be videos on all of them to come at some point. I've got lots more bullets I've got to test in different things, so who knows what order we'll get to them in, but I will be doing reloading with these in the future. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all that coming up. That's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.